Controller Master has another combo. Let's talk about the keyboard. I'm Rio Gion, welcome to the channel. Honestly, when looking at this version, I can't really tell what changed between this and the other two versions. I honestly think it's the first version is most likely the same keyboard, except here it's probably got more color options. Anyways, the layout is standard, which is good, but the question is, are you going to be replacing keycaps with this keyboard? And another question is, can you replace keycaps on this keyboard? I kinda wonder what the aftermarket is for membrane keyboards. You get dedicated media controls on top of which is a nice feature for those that hate to control media while holding on the function button followed by some kind of F keys. This does have that gamer look to it, which some of you might not like this look. It's a pretty decent size for a full-size keyboard, so those with limited desk space might want to choose something else. This is the enclosed design, which is slowly becoming rare as more and more keyboard manufacturers adopt that floating key design. Because of how dark the keyboard looks when you turn off the lights, if you keep it that way, I don't think people are gonna notice if you decided to bring the keyboard to the office. I'm surprised they didn't keep the mecha membrane switch for version 3. I thought it would have been the way to go. Anyways, this keyboard uses traditional membrane, which has got to be like the most tactile membrane switch I used so far. The mushy feeling is often plagued membrane keyboard is almost non-existent here. There's a good amount of force feedback during the upswing of the key, and the sudden collapse is still here, so I would recommend to use some kind of force when pressing the keys. There are times when I didn't use enough force and I would just end up missing the trigger and pressing a different key. Overall, I'm still impressed with the membrane switch, but wish they kept the mecha membrane instead. Anyways, here's what the keyboard sounds like. At this point, I guess it's a common thing not to have stabilizers when it comes to membrane keyboards. No stabilizer seems better than Co-Star stabilizer because you don't have to deal with those metal wires and the plastic pieces when it comes to pulling out the longer keyboards. If you guys have been long-time viewers of my channel, you guys are awesome, and you guys know what my views on Co-Star stabilizer, they pretty much remains the same. The flip-up feet does not have rubber on them, so the keyboard will flip and slip if you angle them. Besides this, the back is pretty plain. You get 4 rubber pads to keep the keyboard planted when you don't angle it. The cable is rubber, USB tip is silver, the insert is purple, so that's pretty cool. Hey, what about the mouse? Well, I'm running out of stuff for Sunday, so chances are you should see the mouse somewhere between the timeline of this video getting posted. If the timeline is off, I'll link the video so that you get everything in one place. Anyways, price-wise, it's actually pretty good for both, but seriously, if you don't need the mouse, I would still recommend looking for a mechanical keyboard with this kind of money. It's like 40 bucks. I think you can find something pretty decent, but if you're a fan of these combos, then by all means, go for it. I'll put a link below, make it easier for you. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for more content. You guys stay awesome.